Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Guys, are you still sleeping?
No.
Yes.
All right. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah. Okay. I remember my grandparents telling me about the day I was born. So this is how my grandmother would put it. Dating back to a stormy early morning on the 15th of August, 1991. There was storm everywhere in the city. It was like trees were falling around, people were running, helter-skelter, searching for shelters. There was no electricity because lightning had struck the main power grid, and there was no power around. And my grandma was like, your grandfather and me were in the hospital, and your grandfather was like walking like this. And then if he saw anybody, he said, how's my daughter doing? How's my daughter doing? After long hours, the dreaded day came for my parents, where I came out into the world, and my uncle named me Jeevan, which in India means life, or Hindi basically, it means life, or any dialect in the Indian language, like be it Hindi, Telugu, Marathi, Tamil, or all the 2000 dialects. My name means the same, and you pronounce it the same. So today I'm going to tell you about myself. I was born in a family of 4, being the eldest of the house. My dad's a chemistry graduate, so growing up I had to do his proofreadings for organic chemistry and inorganic chemistry when he used to do his PhD work. I'm telling you, guys, that's the worst thing that I've ever done. My mom, she's a chartered accountant, so she works for companies like IBM on a part-time basis, but she primarily works for the church. I have a younger, annoying brother, hate him to the core. Tag along. He has to come wherever I go, but this one thing I know, that if anybody tries to even lay a hand on him, that person would see the wrath of mine. So, super possessive about him. He's coming to Texas, I guess in the month of August. So, looking forward for it. Yeah, I am jealous that he's going to Texas A&M. So, that's basically about my family. And I, growing up as a kid, was a very naughty kid. One thing that used to stand out in my mind, even till date, is not a day passed where I was not hit. There was not a day where I was not punished. The most naughtiest thing that I used to do, and my mom used to not know it. She used to cook food, she used to put it on a plate, and she used to go off in the morning. I used to wake up, put the food in a plastic bag, nicely tied, and throw it out of the window. I got so good at it that there was a wall right next to our house. It used to go fall right behind the wall so that nobody could see. So once my neighbor saw it, she went and told my mom. My mom comes up and she's like, how are you throwing food? Why are you throwing food? Bam, 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 bam. It was like so mentioned once, pin horse. My mom was hitting me and I was jumping around with the cane. Since she got to know that, I started putting food in my mouth and spraying it all around the house. So that naughty I was. And in school I was always punished. Coming down to my education and career goals, as a kid I was a real comic hero fan. I used to follow Marvel, I used to follow DC. And I was really fascinated by the way they used to talk about, superhumans, genetic manipulation, working on genes, making people look great. Captain America, basically, a test of superhero, where they created a serum. So that enticed me to pursue my career towards biotechnology and specialize in genetic engineering. Later on, I went on to pursue my master's in food processing and nutritional biotechnology, because that would give me a better career opportunity, wherein I could have a corporate job. So during my master's in 2012, I even started my own firm, and I was a consultant for process design, and I used to work on food safety audits. Then I went on to become a quality assurance and control manager back for a company that I was working in. Now coming to things I like. Off the top of my head, I guess you all know that I have a great big sweet tooth and craving for ice cream. And I could eat ice cream anytime. Even today, at 3 in the morning, I woke up and I just felt like eating ice cream. I don't know what. After I just woke up and I was like, I have to eat ice cream. So I got up, got ready, went jogged, and I guess around 4:35, 6-ish, went into Rite Aid, bought a cone, ate the ice cream, and then went and brushed. So that's how crazy I am when it comes to things with life. But I really enjoy traveling. As kids, my parents used to because they work for the church, every 2 years they keep moving from one place to another. So I practically studied in more schools, had studied in more different schools than I've lived in more different places. Every 2 years or 1.5 years, I used to change my school. I used to be in a new place. So it was a blessing. At the same time, it was a curse too, because just when I started to make friends and know a few people, I had to leave the place. And a blessing, I got to see almost the entire India, from north to south, from east to west. And even over here, I guess traveling never left me. I came here, I guess last year, dating, just like Sweetie, even this is my 1-year anniversary in the United States. And to celebrate my 6 months being in the United States, I had gone on a road trip from Minnesota to Florida. And it was one of the best road trips that I ever had. Then coming to my hobbies and interests, that's kind of tricky. As you all know, I already like the comic, superhero fan. Other than that, I like adventure sports. I like mountain trekking, rock climbing, and rafting, river rafting. This one story really